Hey YouTube, this is Peter with Stuff Attic, and today I'm going to look at the Jetboil Flash backpacking stove system. So if you've ever been backpacking or hiking or snowshoeing, whatever, going outdoors, one thing you might want is a hot meal or a hot drink, and in order to do that you need to boil water. So this system lets you boil water really fast using an isobutane fuel source, like seen I'll show you in a second. So it comes in a mug like this, and the whole system is contained within the mug, which is one of the selling points, because when you're backpacking or hiking, you kind of want your stuff to be as compact and light as possible. This is about maybe 2 pounds total for the fuel and the whole system. See here, if you open it, you have your fuel canister that you can put in there. It's sold separately, it doesn't come with this. And then you have a fuel canister support mount. So what this does, it lets you mount your fuel onto something like a tripod. Yeah, that's exactly what it is actually, it's a tripod. So you can stand the whole system up while you're using it, so it's more stable. And it just snaps in like that. If you look at it, there's also space for a slightly larger canister. This is the 4-ounce fuel canister that I have right here. And then what else is in here is the burner mechanism. So the burner mechanism has a threaded screw for the fuel canister. So if I take the protective cover off, you'll see it just screws on. And then if you flip out, this is your valve control. So the more you turn it to the left, the more open it is. And then it also has a piezoelectric igniter system. So you see right there, there's a little igniter. I click it and there's a little spark, and that'll help it ignite. And then you just screw this on to the canister. So we'll put that aside for now. How much water does this hold? This holds about 2 cups, so 16 ounces of water. And the special sauce about this and other products like it is that it has this kind of like heat chamber, heat funneling system, so that's why it boils faster than if you were just to put this, on like just a regular burner just right on top of it. And this mechanism channels heat into this chamber a little bit better. And also on the outside of this cup is like a kind of a cover, and it keeps the heat from getting to your hand. It's also a handle here. And also another thing to mention, on the lid you have a pouring hole and a venting hole. So to put this on here, all you do is just it just snaps in, and it locks into a couple dimples on the inside. So that's how that looks. Now, an important thing to note is that if you want to put like a pan or something on top of this burner, you can't do it without an adapter. There's a warning about it right here. So it doesn't include like a pot support or a pan support. You have to buy that separately. Now, some of the cheaper knockoff camp stoves on Amazon will actually come with that, so it's a little bit better value, being also cheaper in total than this system. But I haven't used those, so I can't say if they're better or worse than this. Now I'm just gonna screw this on to the canister. So this rotates. This. You see, when you screw it on, there's going to be a little bit of gas release. So you want to screw it on relatively fast. I can kind of smell it. Don't worry, my room is ventilated, so I'm not going to die. And then that's it. Then you can turn on the fuel by turning left, as you can hear it, and then you can ignite it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the boiling thing to the test without the lid, just because it's easier for me to see if it's boiling with the lid off. So I'm going to put exactly 2 cups in here, so 16 ounces, and then I'm going to time it after I start the burner, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a fair head start. So here's 16 ounces. Another thing to note, if you're looking at this over here, the max fill line is only like halfway deep as the cup. So even though the cup is quite tall and deep, you can't safely use all that space because of the boiling action. It'll just probably spill out. So now I'm going to turn on the gas just a little bit first. Hit the igniter. You can hear it all the way. So that's going 100%. Then I'm going to hit the timer. And off we go. So this is room temperature water, room temperature tap water, so nothing special. It's not particularly cold, it's not particularly warm. I want to say 22, 23 degrees C. I can already see some boiling action here. It's been like, what, 15 seconds? There's already some water, some air coming up through the water. So I think the claim time is about 100 seconds, so a little bit over a minute and a half. So we'll see if that's true. The way it's going, it looks like it definitely will be true. I'm pretty impressed. This is very fast. So I'm going to call that a boil right there. Oh, I don't want the water to hit me. You see how hard it's boiling? That's why you definitely don't want to fill the cup more than the halfway mark that is shown inside there. So there you go. Let's see what time it is. I'll subtract like 10 seconds. So it was about a minute 40, 43. If I had the lid on, it would have boiled a little bit faster than that. So cut off another 5 seconds, and then yeah, you got your minute, your 100 seconds, minute 40 seconds. So it definitely lives up exactly to that claim. Now, if another system, definitely the ones you see on Amazon, like the various brands that all sell the same basic model that is very similar to this for like $60, $50, if they're like 2 minutes, I mean, does that extra 20 seconds really count? I don't know. It probably doesn't matter. But what you do get with this for sure, without me, doing a lot of field testing with it versus the other ones, is that you get the aftermarket support. So there's things like a French press for this cup. There's the cooking utensils that latch on to the burner mechanism. You get that third-party support that you don't get with the knockoff or the generic branded stove systems. So for me, I think this would work really good. It looks like it's a very promising product. And you can see also on here that on this side is also a marker. So these three flame things here change color from dark to this yellow-orange to show you how hot the water is. So if you were to have the lid on, you would know that the water was already boiled. So there you go. I mean, in my mind, first impressions, I'm really impressed with the MET claim and just the general build quality of this product so far. I would definitely recommend it, even though it's about $100. I don't know but you definitely might want to buy the $50, $40, $60 ones on Amazon to try, while you also get this one from REI or something. And then if you find them to be similar, you can just return the more expensive one. And that's it.